Good afternoon, I'm Alexandra Martinez, and today I wanted to screen record my work in order to innovate on my blog. Because lately I've been posting written projects on my blog, and I thought it was a good idea to do a short video to explain my audience gratification presentation that I did with Cristina Almeida. So here we go. Which genre are we focusing on? Well, we are focusing on the action film genre that would be thought to be the most attractive genre for most audiences, especially for teens. So, we did some research on this genre and found that the teenagers seem to enjoy it the most due to its fast editing, its non-stop motion, its way to provide escapism, and the spectacular rhythm and pacing all the action films have. Also, this genre is capable to attract and engage a vast amount of people from different ethnic groups and nationalities, which makes it quite global and quite mainstream. So yeah. The personal reasons that we have for choosing this genre is that it's quite captivating and appealing for us, as we've been researching this genre for quite a long time, and we actually enjoy it. So yeah. Furthermore, it's quite enthusiastic to do this, as we think that it involves lots of professional acting, making lots of props or anything like that, and all this will make the project more entertaining. So we think that doing an action opening scene is quite fun, and this will encourage us to do the work with more enthusiasm. So yeah, the overview for this film is quite simple. The target audience is for greater than 16 or teenagers from 16 to 30 years old approximately. And this film will start with an action scene. So it will not follow a timeline. It will start directly with the action. So it will start with a flash forward, and then it will start to follow a coherent timeline. And now I'm going to explain what I mean with this. Normally, films start with equilibrium, then go to disruption, recognition, repair, and restoration. In our case, we're directly going to step to disruption, and then we'll go backwards and follow the coherent timeline. And we want to do this for a simple reason, because we want to engage the audience since the first minutes of the film. So we just wanted to start with the action and then explain what happened. So yeah, then what's gonna happen in our film? A girl will be kidnapped, and it will be a teenage girl of approximately 17 years old, more or less, and the kidnapper will be a male in order to follow the stereotypical conventions in action films. We want to keep the age difference between them quite low in order to break a bit the stereotypical conventions that action films have. Because normally, what tends to happen is that the kidnapper is a male, is quite older than the kidnapped girl, and that makes it harder for her to escape and things like that. Well, in this case, we don't want to do it like that. We want the girl to be kind of the same age as the male. So the kidnapper will be, 20-year-old male, more or less. And there won't be such a difference physically between one and another. It will be more of a psychological thing. Then the film will start with a man going inside the factory. An abandoned factory which is in Alcobendas. Maybe later I can post on my blog some images of it, and you'll see what I mean with all of this. Then we'll start with the tracking shot, and the man will be shown to enter the factory and see how a girl, well, the kidnapped girl, is just sat down in the middle of the abandoned factory with her hands tied up, and she will probably wear, a rope or something to tie her up, because we don't want to use handcuffs, because it just seems less realistic, and we want everything to look as realistic as possible. So yeah. We inspired ourselves from James Bond openings, obviously, because they're the typical action films which everybody loves. And we just thought it was interesting to try and do all of this in the same way he would. So we did, we got the ideas from him. Then we also, for the plot, we also got ideas from Limitless or from that, which is actually a series. It has nothing to do with films. But we like the idea of the kind of psychological things it has about DNA and everything like that. So we just found it interesting, and we got the ideas from there. And we also got some inspiration from Divergent, Fast and Furious, Fallout, and Inception, because they're also quite a modern action films which we enjoyed. So yeah, we got inspiration. And here's the James Bond opening scene, which I'll post on my blog. I don't know if it's like if I'll be capable to show this, but I'll post it on my blog in order for you guys to watch it. So yeah, that's all. Thanks.